Hello everybody, my name is B-Knight and welcome back to my Let's Play of Dark Souls Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. This is part 3. Last time we made it up to Undeadburg, I explained a bunch of stuff, got a lot of items, kindled the bonfire over here, and now let's get going. So when you leave, always attack. Yeah, these guys are gonna always come up. Nope, nice try, buddy. So there was a few areas over there that we haven't explored, so let's go ahead and explore those now. Well, yeah, these guys try to ambush you. This game control you so hard. Just be careful. Be warned. Alright, just make sure everything's recording nicely. Very good. Let's go here. Should be an item. A wooden shield. We'll talk about items in a little bit. But just trust me on this. The shield I have is much better than that shield. I'll explain why in a second. Alright, so let's go this way. Remember how I mentioned about kicking? Well, kicking is really useful against guys with big shields like this. Because you open them up, out, like so, and then they're pretty much vulnerable to attacks. Otherwise, you want to clink their attack with your shield, and that usually leaves them wide open as well, which is why playing with a shield is really good in this game. It's really good for a newcomer. Come on, I'll show this off. Attack me. Screw it. Kick! And he's down. Awesome. There's some ladders here. Well, some stairs. Oh, jeez. But let's check for other boxes. I don't think there's anything here in particular, but it never hurts to double check. An inquisitive mind will be highly rewarded in this game. Trust. This game rewards you for exploring and being curious. It can also troll you pretty hard, but, you know, at your own risk, right? Okay, there's a guy over there. I see you. Easy. And we have our first merchant.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
That's not creepy at all.
Things are getting treacherous in these parts. A horrible goat demon has moved in below. And up, there's that humongous drake and a bull demon too. If you stick around this place, it might end up being your grave.
Oh, you already know it's going to be.
Here, I'm not here to chit-chat. We talk business or we talk nothing at all. Here, I'm not here to chit.
Alright, fine. So he sells a lot of pretty good stuff. Repair power, don't worry about it. Throwing knives, I wouldn't use them. Fire bombs can be pretty good. Lloyd's Talisman, this is more of a PvP thing. This could be useful against other enemies so they don't heal, but this is more of a PvP thing. Dried Finger, PvP. Orange Guidance Soapstone, this is how you write those messages on the floor that people leave behind. So this is pretty useful, especially if you want to be interactive. You can also do this in offline mode, I believe, which will translate to online. But yeah. So we're going to buy the Residence Key, because this will open up a few areas. We don't need the repair box just yet. I do like buying the bottomless box, so you can organize your inventory. He has a lot of weapons: daggers, short swords, scimitars, rapiers, hand axes, clubs. This club is really good against those skeletons we found earlier. We also have the reinforced club, the spear. We have the winged spear. I will buy a short bow, actually. I need a bow and arrow. Shields. These shields are... let's see. They're really bad. I'm going to go ahead and talk about stats of shields in a little bit. This is basically the shield we have as well. We don't need those. Purchase items. I'm going to go ahead and buy some arrows. These arrows are just going to be for pulling enemies, just to get them to attack and get them. We are just going to use bow and arrows, not so much for combat because they tend not to be that great, but I have done builds. I've done a build that was very dexterity, bow and arrow focused, which worked out pretty well. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some arrows. I think, like, let's buy, like, 50 arrows. No, actually, no. Let's buy 60. We're going to need quite a bit. He also sells some armor, which we don't really need. I'm going to leave him
Thank
alone.
you
You
kindly.
could fight him, and he'll obviously fight back. You could lose, but if you beat him, he drops a Uchi Katana, I believe. A katana weapon for all you anime fans out there. I am one too. Really good for a dexterity build. But we're not going to worry too much about it. So, if we put on the bow and arrow, I believe this will over encumber us. No, it won't. Oh, we don't have the stats? What are the stats for this? 12, and we only have... Okay, we need one more dexterity. Okay, that's not bad. That's fine. Let's go ahead and equip some bow and arrows. These don't over encumber us at all. We're okay there. So let's talk about shield. We talked about weapons. Let's talk about shields. Oops. Yeah, this is going to happen a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, this is perfect here. Okay, so this is the shield we have. The Tower Kite shield. Ignore the stuff on the left, because that's for attacking. We're not going to really use them for attacking. We want to look at the stuff on the right where it says damage reduction percent and all those blue numbers. What this is saying is this is how much damage it will reduce when you raise up your shield. It says physical 100%. So whenever I block with the shield, all physical damage will be negated. That's super good. Whereas the wooden shield only negates 93%. That's not good. So we'll take 7% damage if we use this shield versus this one will just completely negate all physical damage. Really useful. This also negates 30% magic, 70% fire, 50% lightning, and stability at 58. We're going to talk about stability in a bit. This wooden shield is a little better at deflecting magic, not so good at fire, a little bit better at lightning, but it also has less weight because it's wooden versus Tower Kite shield, which is probably made out of metal. So the shield I'm going to use is heavier, but it's better. It's so much better for blocking physical damage and has better stability. Now stability, think of it like how much stamina damage you're going to take. So this reduce, because every time you block you lose stamina, but your stability counteracts that. So what this is saying is that since this thing has 58 stability, my stamina will only go down by 42%. So it reduces how much stamina I lose by 58. So the stronger, the heavier the shield, the better stability, the less stamina damage you take. If you're blocking and you lose all your stamina, you're gonna get knocked back. You're gonna flinch and be wide open for an attack. So if you want to go for a very good tanky build like the one I'm gonna go, stability and physical reduction is the way to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and equip this shield. Anything else we're discussing? No, it's too heavy. I don't want to use that ring. I think we're good here. Just double checking. We're going to use all these a little later. Actually, no. We're going to go ahead and use this now because I do kind of want to buy... I do want to buy the repair box because that could be kind of useful. So now we're going to talk about souls and levels. You use souls to level up, which I'll show off at a bonfire. But what I recommend is... Because each time you level up, the next way to level will obviously increase, which require more souls. But souls is also your currency. So what I like to do is what I like to call soul dumping. AKA, when you have a lot of souls, just dump them. Just dump them anywhere. At a store, at a shop, to level up. Because you run the risk of losing your souls, especially if you have a ton of souls. So in this case, I'm going to dump all my souls and buy myself that box that he was selling. I think I'm just going to pop them all. Is this enough for the box? I think it's 3,000 souls. The repair box is 3,000. Do I have any other souls? Let's double check. I don't think I do. No. And because the cost of leveling up increases as you level up, you typically want to invest your souls in buying stuff and eventually upgrading your weapons, primarily in your armor. You don't want, if you can avoid spending your souls on leveling up, you want to do so generally. But if you feel like you're struggling, then you want to obviously level up yourself so you can last a little longer, do a little more damage. But typically you want to avoid doing that at all costs to avoid increasing the cost of leveling up in the first place. Well, I think for a newer player, you probably want to level up a little bit, but if you want to go for a more efficient way of doing things, then just buy stuff. It's better. Let's go ahead and keep moving. So I'm going to stay level 5, soul level 5 for a while. Throwing knives. Okay. Now we tried jumping over there, but from this side we can totally make it. Ugh! Aha! Made it. Alright, let's see what's over here. Light crossbow and standard bolt. Okay. In this game, you cannot sell items until a little later in the game, like quite a bit later in the game, so you definitely want to hold on to whatever you have, which is why I bought the lockbox, the infinite storage box that I bought from the trader, in order to basically put away stuff I don't need, and eventually we're going to sell them. Ooh, oh, ow, 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 ow. I forgot they do that. Oh, Jesus. You can also block without a shield, but you hardly block anything at all. So keep that in mind. We're close to the bonfire, so we can just go ahead and do this. Okay, we need to go back. We need to go back that way because I actually missed a couple things. Dang it! All right, we're almost. We'll just run back real quick. But I'm not fat rolling. Just want to double check. I almost have 3,000. Hopefully I can farm a few more enemies to get that lockbox. Just so I don't run the risk of losing souls. Let's keep going up here. Anything up here? You know, I probably went the wrong way, actually. Yeah, I think I did. Hold up. Let me figure this out, folks. Give me a second. It's been kind of a while since I played this. I'll do a cut until I find my way around. Alright, well, we're back here. Turns out I can actually fall down here. For Soul Lost Undead. I'm trying to remember how to get over there. I think I just remembered how. Yeah, I'm gonna do another cut, I think. Oh no, we don't have to cut here. I just jump down here. Yeah. Clink. Alright, no cuts needed. I swear, I know what I'm doing. I think. I think that's the way to get out, so we want to go this way. Nope. Okay, that's a dead end. That's what I wanted to see. Should be some more enemies this way, so let's go check them out. Now, these hanging guys, if you see them, just cut their arms off, cut their fingers off, or else they'll push you. Nice. Rubbish. All that for some rubbish. Well, that's rubbish. Let's go. Alright, we almost have enough of that lockbox, the repair box, which I would love to get. Maybe all these clumps of souls over here will grant them to me. A humanity. And someone killed themselves. I see. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the merchant. I think we have enough. I'll be able to pop another soul. And we'll go from there. Actually, no, I could kill probably one more enemy, and so I don't have to pop a soul. That's probably the best idea. So let's go ahead and just kill, like, one more thing. One more... Whoa, those ragdoll physics. Heal up. And let's go. Ooh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Be careful. In this game, you can't get stun locked. So you want to be aware of that. Kick up. Easy. Okay, so we cannot go here. So now we have enough. I'm going to make a cut. A small cut just to get back to the merchant. I'll see you guys there.
Oh, I hope
And now that we're here, we're back at the merchant. I'm going to go ahead and buy that repair box. Tools for repairing weapons and ammo to bonfire.
Oh,
it's going to be a long time. Yeah, we know. It's going to be a long time until our weapons and armor will break, but it's good to have just in case it does break in the middle. This will be more useful probably more towards later in the game, but it's nice to have. You don't have to get it right away, but it's good to have. So I'm going to rest at the bonfire since I took a little bit of damage and we use some of our Estus flask. So here we can access the bottomless box. We could put in a few things we don't need. I'll do that off screen. We can repair equipment here. And also we can level up, which we can't level up right now because we require 741 souls, as you can see on the top left of the screen. But I'm actually going to go ahead and pop some souls right now so I can show off leveling up. I think this should be enough for a level up. Not quite. Not quite at all. Okay, so I guess I'll have to discuss level up maybe next video. Keep trying not to push it off, but yeah. We just bought a bunch of stuff. Alright, so let's actually explore now. Here come these guys. Easy. Alright, so we run across. Get this guy. Attack me. Yeah. Easy. Ooh, this guy dropped the battle axe. Can I even wield it? Let's see. No, I need 12. However, here's a neat trick. So, if you... For strength, at least, this doesn't cover dexterity. But for strength, if... For strength... Okay, for the required parameters, that only cover... For strength, that only counts... The number you see is only for when you one-handed. It doesn't count if you wield it with two hands. And the reason is, as you see here, insufficient strength to wield this weapon with one hand. Wield with both hands to use effectively. So when you two-hand a weapon, you actually increase your strength while you're two-handing a weapon by 50%. So in this case, I have 11 strength. So let's say I have 10 strength for simplicity. 50% of 10 is 5. So 5 plus 10, 15. So I effectively have 15 strength when I'm two-handing a weapon, which is over the threshold to wield this battle axe. I can wield this battle axe with two hands. Now, axes are basically like swords, but they swing slower, but they're stronger. I'm a sword person, so I'm going to go back to swords. I think this is technically stronger than a broadsword. Yeah, but it's slower and I don't like it. So, for example, going back to what I said about the swayhander, it requires 24 strength, but I believe if you have not 18, 16, have a 16 is 8 plus 1. Okay, yeah. If you have 16 strength, you can two-hand a swayhander, because 16 plus 50% of 16, which is 8, 16 plus 8 is 24. You could two-hand a swayhander at 16 strength, but you cannot one-hand it until you have 24 strength. So I'm going to stick to swords because they're faster. Okay. So let's go ahead and explore Undead Bird for a little bit. Some more enemies. Easy peasy. Whoop! Ooh, ow. Yeah, be careful. There's enemies around the corner a lot. Trust in me. And it's a treasure chest. Hooray! The black firebomb. These are basically firebombs, but they're a lot stronger. Pretty useful. Is there nothing else? Hold on, I'm gonna double check this house. Is it this house where I need the key? No. It's the other house. I need another house in another case. So I'm gonna double check. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Ooh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Nope. Nice try, buddy. Okay. Guess you did it right. Up the poop part. Okay, so the guys that are throwing firebombs are up here. Let's go get these guys, because these guys are super annoying. Come at me. Oh, I got stuck. Oh, great. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, stop. Slow down. Kill this guy before he kills me. I don't make him clink. And he fell. I fell? Love that joke. Okay. Soul Veloz Undead. That's not his corpse. Okay. Let's keep going. We got plenty of time. I don't think we're going to do the first boss this time. I think I'll end it with leveling. Okay, so you want to go into this door. This is why you need the residence key to open this house. With just some items. Anything an enemy? No, just an item. Gold pine resin. What this does is this is a very useful, very useful item. What it lets you do is it coats your weapon in lightning, which there's 3 elements in this game. Well, 4 technically, but there's 3 that you can use. There's fire, lightning, and magic. Fire is good against anything that has very little armor, so like bare flesh, like these zombie-ish guys. These guys are weak to fire. So if you're a pyromancer, you're going to have an easy time in the early game, which is why pyromancy is so good as a starting class. There's also lightning, which think of lightning as like your holy magic. So it's good against dragons in this game, which are dragons you fight. They're also good against demons, so anything unholy. Like a demon. And then there's magic, which is good against armored enemies, so armored knights, pretty good. So that's worth noting. Let's see. Let's get these guys up here. Easy. What I like to do, especially early on, is basically attract one of these guys at a time. It's easier to take on one versus 3 enemies at once, especially if you're new to the game. So it's a good habit to get into. Okay, so be careful when you go up here, because there's going to be a guy that kicks down a flaming barrel. Come on, you know you want it. Yeah, run! Yeah, if you're not ready, this game will troll you very hard. Attack me. Alright. So, if you go... So, to the top left is where you want to go. But there's actually a really hard enemy down here. A Black Knight, I believe? Yeah. These guys are tough. I wonder if I can sneak up on him. Let's see. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll try. Nope. Whoa, okay, these guys hurt. Yeah. Also, it's worth knowing you're a sitting duck when you're healing. These guys are really hard to take down. But this... There's two ways to kill them early game. One is by throwing firebombs at them, and two is getting good at parrying, which is this. If you time your parry at the right time, you do this. Let's see if I can pull it off. Come on. Nope. Got it. You open them up, they stagger, and they take a lot of damage. This is really hard to do, but it's a really useful technique to learn how to do. Got it. You have to do it a few frames before they're about to hit you, or they're about to swing at you. It's hard to explain. I notice it's easier with attacks where they stab forward at you. Like, that move would have been easy to freaking parry. See if I can learn how to do it. Now, okay. Okay, we need a break from this guy. We gotta heal. Come on, attack me. There we go. And you can also get behind them, potentially, but he does a good job at following you. No, that would have been a good... Oh, no, 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 no. I'm dead. Yep. Too greedy. This guy's hard, and I'm a little out of practice, but I'll see if I can take him down, and then we'll probably just end the video. Because this recording is getting a little too long. Just a tiny bit. Yeah. They give a lot of experience, and they have a chance to drop in their weapons, which the Black Knight weapons are some of the best weapons in the game. Very overpowered. So if you want to take the overpowered approach to this game, that's how you do it. Black Knight weapons. Whoa, 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 Nelly. Whoa there. If I keep dying a lot, I'm just going to start cutting back run backs. But for now, I'll leave them in there, I guess. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, Jesus. This is a kind of a tight situation. That's fine, you can heal. Because you're dead anyway. Yeah, these SSFs don't heal for very much. Let's get the one in the house. Grab our souls. We're not going to worry about those guys up top. We really don't need to worry about them. We got to get this guy up here so he doesn't snipe us. My crossbow, pretty nice to have, but don't need it. So we can get back to the knight guy real quick. Come on. Oh, fudge. No. I gotta stop doing that. And he's dead. Get this guy. Come on. Come on. He clinked. Okay. Back it up. Come on. Fight me on level ground. You don't want to do that? Whatever. Kick. That's fine. Despite the clinking. Okay, round 2 with the Black Knight. Let's see if I can do this real quick. If not, I'll end the part and I'll just kill him next time. If I can get a backstab on him, that'd be great. To be very quiet, though. Okay. Come on. We're not gonna find this. Actually, we can fight him here. Keep him on your stamina. Got him. Yeah, that second swing, where he does from his left to right, is usually pretty easy for me to parry. Stabbing attacks are also pretty easy too, in my opinion. The first initial swing is hard to do, but the second, the third, and any stabs he does are really easy. Let's try this again. Got it. I'm anticipating 3 more parries. That one, yeah. And by the way, this stab to the chest is called a riposte. So if you parry correctly, you leave the enemy open for a riposte. That one, yep. 1 or 2 more. Come on, baby. Gotcha. I think that's it. Die! Yes! Woo! We got a Black Knight sword and a Titanite chunk. Titanite chunks, shards, Titanite stuff is used for blacksmithing, which we'll get to way later. I got the Black Knight sword. Let's take a look at that, actually. I'm curious now. Black Knight sword. Wow, that is strong, but it requires 20 strength and 18 dexterity. Yeesh. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the part here without recovering. I'm just going to keep going until we get to the boss. That being said, thank you guys for watching. Next part, we're going to tackle a boss, and I'm going to make it a priority to talk about leveling, because we'll be able to level a ton. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace.